Hey you guys, I just wanted to jump on here because I haven't posted since my first video, and I just I've been putting it off because I haven't gotten to a place that I feel I'm super proud of, but and I've been kind of having a hard time, and I'm currently medicated on um, CBD and THC, like a 1-to-1 vape for my chronic illness stuff, and I also am taking like Zoloft. I need to take the rest of my dose, but just so you know, like I'm feeling kind of out of sorts. But I just wanted to make this video anyway because I just really want to be really raw with you guys, and that's the whole point of me making this channel, is kind of to tell my truth and share my truth and my experiences, and the journey to getting well, and the journey to successfully making it on my own, even if I end up having to get like a divorce, you know, and even having a chronic illness, like being able to still accomplish that, even though before, like when I used to think of leaving this relationship because it did feel toxic, there was one point in 2017 where I had considered committing suicide because, in combination with my chronic illness, it was so hard to like imagine being able to leave the marriage just because I didn't know how I'd be able to financially support myself. I think this is something that a lot of people don't talk about. And then whenever you have an invisible illness, like something that is already invalidated a lot because people see you and it doesn't look like there's something going on, but you get sick more often than other people and stuff. Like I have hypogammaglobulinemia, and that's not a very common thing. So, or if you know it is, like people don't detect it for a long time, and it's just like a whole, I don't know how to really explain it. You'd have to look it up. But oh, I adopted a cat as like a foster cat. There's a lot that's happened the past few weeks. This is Sterling. Isn't she just like a doll? She's so sweet too. She's the easiest cat to ever bath. Like, she looks like a snow tiger, and I am probably looking super blazed right now because I am. I'm getting really blazed right now. Oh, this is such a raw video. I don't ever talk to anybody like this. I'm really just trying to like talk to myself how I talk to myself in my head, I guess. But also I'm high. So this might be embarrassing to rewatch later. Um, I don't know, maybe this is what happens when you've been quarantined since March 2020 after going through a super traumatic and messy temporary separation thing. That was a wild roller coaster. I'm still trying to make sense of all of that, and it's just like we never got to even really resolve that. I wasn't even fully ready to move in. Whenever the pandemic started, it just kind of felt like the only option. And we were like doing good enough, and like I knew he wanted me back, even though I didn't feel. Oh my gosh, this song is annoying. Why is this song coming? Hey Google, turn that music off. Hey Google, turn your volume down to 4. Hey Google, play lo-fi beats. Playing lo-fi beats on Spotify. I kind of thought about saying Mumford and Sons, but I feel like lo-fi, since it doesn't really have a lot of lyrics or anything, be easier to concentrate talking to this video. Okay, so between the time of my last video and now, just to catch you guys up to speed, I got my vaccine, or I may have already done that by that video, I don't remember, but I got to the marker where it was 2 weeks after I got my first Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and that was when I was able to test my antibody levels and see if my body like took to it and built adequate immunity to it. My antibodies came back and they were only 242. And the doctor said, you need at least, like, or we want to see at least 4,000. And I had this trip planned. Actually, I'm planning to go to a special place in Arizona that I've always dreamed of just running away to. Like, I'm gonna make that happen, but I'm scared, and I've been procrastinating minimizing the apartment still because I've just been so like in my head over all this, but I can't be in my head any longer. And so I just wanted to share with you guys so you can see where I'm at. Because I mean, like, I'm sure if I look back, like I have made, this looks crazy, I have made progress in different areas. It's just not as much as I feel like I need in order to reach the goal of like getting out of here. But the thing is, I also don't know, like, I guess I have in my head, like, I wish, as bad as this sounds, like, I wish I could just go on my trip, come home, and get a divorce. But I don't, I need more, like, logical planning in place first because I'm just so overwhelmed and having, like, feeling so depressed and anxious during this whole, like, process makes it so much harder to do anything like plan and try to like make my way out. Like I think that's the thing that makes emotionally abusive relationships or like psychologically abusive relationships so difficult is because it just like messes with your head so much that by the time that you are like, I have to get out of here, if you keep putting it off and you don't just catch the warning signs, like, see, I wish, but then, like, if you're chronically ill, that's really hard to do sometimes because you just can't. Like, so, see, it's like a combo of issues for me. I don't think I would have hung on this long because I feel like I have reached a dangerous point psychologically. I wouldn't have pushed this far if I wasn't sick and felt like this was my only option. I'm not saying, like, okay, here's the thing. So in a way, I'm mostly just here for financial support at this point, but I don't just like want him for financial support. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I genuinely love that man or loved that man. I don't know. I feel like lately I've been just getting so like kind of unattracted. Like, I just feel so hurt and like I'm finally seeing that I keep viewing him as this one potential and I don't think we're going to get there. Like, and I don't feel safe and I feel like I have mentally broken down. I can't be around him anymore. I can't do it. I just can't. And I feel so weird saying that because I have always been more of like the pusher, like keep going, like we gotta get through this and hey, like let's make sure we're all good and you know, like waiting around and very I guess like long suffering and keeps trying, you know, like but I have like no I feel like I have gotten to a point and I feel so sad saying that because I just feel like I should have more, should be able to do more, but I really feel like I'm to a point where I can't. Oh no. Oh gosh. I guess this is a way to make me sit with my feelings. Put myself in front of a camera. Because it's so hard to just sit with myself if it's just me. Sometimes, being honest, I used to do this better. when I was younger, but now I just a lot of times find myself scrolling through my phone, and that's not helpful because I gotta get up, and I feel like maybe it served me for a season, but I gotta get out of this. I gotta start like really making a plan, and it's just, like I said, so hard with mental health. I keep going in circles, but I hope you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to say. It's even kind of hard to communicate right now for reasons other than just being medicated on cannabis. Like, also just this whole thing has like been circulating in my head for years now because I've been kind of like, it's like I want out of the marriage, but I don't want out of the marriage because I love him, like I am attached to him. So it's like not like I'm just like, oh, I don't want it if it would be good, you know. But it's just been so painful that it's like I can't, like I don't want it. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I haven't liked it how it's been for so long. And it's like some things are so nice, and then but then it just seems like some things are just like, it's like something a couple of years ago like turned off completely in him, and it's just like this different, I don't know. But I need to get up. I need to get dressed. Not really, I need to go to sleep, but figuratively, I need to get dressed. I need to pick myself up and get us done. I'm gonna have a wicked ass body. I'm gonna get back in shape. I'm gonna breathe because I'm gonna embrace this sense of freedom. This sense of freedom, I think, is scary. And I do have different freedoms. I feel like having this freedom will take away some other freedoms. Like, I might have to be really tight on money for a little bit. I don't know. I might start making bank somehow. But also, I might go out in public soon. Oh, I'm getting a second vaccine. I'm all over the place. Yeah, so I found out I could get a second vaccine from my allergist or my immunologist. Well, she does both. And because I went to her to talk about the vaccine too, and to see about getting on disability. Because here's the thing. I really do think I gotta divorce him. I really think I gotta divorce my husband. Sorry, I just got a funny messenger message. Tonight is a weird night. I feel like there's so many synchronicities, and people are saying like the same things to me several times. Just about random stuff, like not any particular topic. Like, I just had a friend message me and say, that mustache though, on a video I sent her. Well, the person that originally sent me that video, I commented to her and said, that mustache though. So I'm just like, whoa, like everyone's kind of, I don't know. Oh gosh, I have so many things going on right now in my head. There's like a lot of things going on in my life. I did find out I can go back to this job that I was trying to work before. That's a remote job, but it's only commission. I'm just rambling now. I need to get off here. This was really long, but hopefully this gives you guys a quick update. And also, I need to show you my apartment because look at how like dead my hair is. Whenever I go on this trip of liberation, I'm gonna chop off all these old colors. You can see it's like not the real color, and then it's like super dark because it used to just be dark at the root and then like go to light. But now it's like, this is like medium. So it's like dark, medium light. It's kind of weird. But I want to cut that all off, and I want to see what my actual natural hair. I'm just gonna be like just a whole season of regrowth for me. I'm gonna just, really learn who I am and how I am capable in this world as an adult. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My dad said he liked my hair long, and it makes me want to keep it long because I like it long too. He said it reminds him of when I was a little girl. Wearing a ponytail over there today. I don't know if I like how I look in ponytails, but
you would look pretty in a ponytail.
This cat's just sitting on the floor. It's so floppy. It's so like hangy. It just hangs there. It's like sliding down. It's not even holding on. This cat. And it's a lap cat. Oh, look at those toe beans. It's a lap cat for being a girl. I'm like so surprised because usually the boy cats are the lap cats. I'm turning into a crazy cat lady in quarantine, pre-divorcee or whatever. I don't know what I would be. Divorced woman. I really wanted it to work with him. But if he can't see the impact or get help for that after all this time, in order to try to, like, I don't know, I don't feel like I can go through marriage counseling where it's just like, let's see where you both, like, I can see why my therapist and other things, like resources that I had looked at and like professionals that I had talked to had said things like, well, like even I had talked to like a clinical social worker and like, well, if you go into counseling when there's been emotional abuse that hasn't been like started to be like addressed or owned or worked on, and if that marriage counselor's like, because typically marriage counseling is very like trying to be fair, obviously, which is good. But whenever there's like an abusive situation, sometimes that can kind of end up like further invalidating the victim and like making it to where they are supposed to be like still owning. I don't know if that even makes sense. Like stuff. I don't know. I feel like it makes it easier for shift blaming or whatever when I don't know. Like I always give this example, like if there's a woman who like, okay, so say there's like this man and woman. It could be woman, or man and man, but I'm just saying this because, or like, non-binary or whatever, but if there's a man and a woman, just for this example, to make it less confusing, and because otherwise I'd have to be like, woman A, woman B, blah, 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 who gets to be woman A? Okay, so anyway, I am feeling really high. But anyway, there's a boy and a girl, and if the guy is like thinking, man, like we're not having enough sex in this relationship, or I'm not satisfied with the sex life or whatever, if that's something that you can go to therapy on and talk about, and you both try to fix it, right? At that level, it feels like. However, if because of the guy like not being satisfied with their sex life, if he decides to either like go out and cheat on the girl because he's unsatisfied, if he goes and like really forces himself upon the girl, like rapes the girl even though he's the girl, like their boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife and husband or whatever, like that's still abuse, like that's still not okay, like, and cheating, like that's cheating, that's crazy. Like, so that's like a big violator. So if you go to couples counseling, like it's not really appropriate for them to be like, oh well, like let's talk about why I don't like that we don't have enough sex, like that's why. No, they have to like address the violation first. I feel like that's, you can't even get to like really mend things with that person if they don't feel like their experience is actually cared for, like for how they were hurt and everything. And something like wanting more sex versus just like feeling safe, you know, that's wanting sex is something that you have to get from another person. Feeling safe is something that you shouldn't like have taken from someone else. Does that make sense? So that's why like mending like abuse or something is key to being able to work on the other smaller things. It's not, it's just going to perpetuate it if you just try to look at it the other way. I don't know. Anyway, my apartment, I got a lemon tree too, you guys. I'm going to grow Meyer lemons in my apartment. You see, I started minimizing a lot. There's no longer that bookshelf over there. This is some stuff I got to get rid of and take out to the car. It's all lined up. I didn't realize how that looks as much until it was on camera. This is messy. I still didn't finish my dang vision board. Ugh. My kitchen right now is a wreck. It was really clean a few days ago, I swear. It was much cleaner than it was before. There's the coffee bar, it needs cleaned off too. There's like powder on it and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's even dishes on the floor. Oh no. And trash. Oh no, that trash dumped. Okay, we got a problem. I will see you guys later. Okay, I just wanted to try it. This is my bedroom. There's a random table right here. It's normally like over there in my office. And this is something I did that I accomplished. I installed those. I had a little bit of help from my dad, but I did a lot of them myself. Still have little posts. See those right there? Those two things? Those are supposed to go up there. I don't know why I'm talking like a baby. I'm really hungry though, but I have like no dishes clean, so I gotta do that. Oh, and you don't see that. You don't see that. There was a thing that I had some fun with. Because, you know, I'm separated from my husband right now, so we just gonna be really real. I'm gonna get something to eat now. But, oh, and I put up this tapestry. I just wanted to make the room and everything feel a little bit different than what these pictures than what it was before, because I don't know, you know, I want to be a new woman. I need to pick up this stuff. I hope it's not super spilled. No, thank God. That was really concerning to me. I need to throw this away. I need to add this other trash to it too. Oh God, that stinks. Ugh. I'm gonna do some dishes tonight, you guys. I was gonna go to sleep and like do all this tomorrow, but I really gotta get some of these dishes done, and I'm hungry right now, and it's not just because I am hungry because I'm really hungry. Like, my sugar levels feel low. I need to throw this away. I need to make some food. I will be back, you guys.